My name is Noel Sweeney here from the Swilly Drive School of Motoring to give you a few tips on driving in the snow. Now there's a few things that are important in the snow, and we're going to go out maybe and we're going to demonstrate a few manoeuvres that's likely to cause accidents and try and avoid them. Driving in the snow, the whole secret in driving in the snow is to keep the engine revs down, keep the car going reasonably slow, avoid braking on corners and things like that. A few easy tips just, and in the process we'll demonstrate them to you as we go along and hope that we don't end up 4 wheels up or on the hedge. It has been known to happen before. Okay, we're in the car here now. My advice to you whenever we go to move off, or when you go to your car in the morning, start your car 10 minutes before you go and have all the heaters on and all the glass. An awful lot of people don't have the heater properly regulated. Have the heat on and your blower on, and then whenever you get into your car, the vision's good. Now, one of the biggest problems on learning, when we're learning to lift off in a place like this here, people are inclined to use too much acceleration. And I'm going to give you a demonstration on what the effect of too much acceleration and too low of a gear does. We start up the car. We should be wearing our seat belt. A man of my profession should be wearing his seat belt all the time. And we're going to talk a wee bit about driving on the frost here. The first one we're going to take here this morning is lifting off on a kind of a slight incline or hill, which a lot of people get a lot of difficulty doing. Now the whole problem with that is if you spin the wheels and make the wheels go fast when you're lifting off, the car won't move. So the idea is to use a very, very gentle clutch, very, very gentle acceleration, and try and move off slowly. We're going to try and demonstrate that for you. We're not going to worry too much about signals or anything like that, which you would have to do for your driving test. We're going to give you a basic movement for lifting off. I'm going to lift off using acceleration, which a lot of people do, and we get this effect here. Nothing happens.
You're using too much acceleration.
Too much acceleration, and my car's all over the shop. Now, that is the wrong way to do it. This time I'm going to move off with very little acceleration, smooth in the car, hold the clutch steady, very little rev in the engine, and I'm away. No problem.
So what's the lesson there, Noel?
The lesson is to don't rev up your engine. Once you make the car spin, you lose control. The idea is to keep. We're going to go over here to another slight incline and stop again. And we're going to stop. Gentle braking and stop. Okay, we're going to spin the wheels again, moving off, even on the flat.
And what makes the wheels spin, Noel?
The rev on the engine and coming off the clutch too quickly.
Too much acceleration.
Too much acceleration. If we make the car spin, she's not going anywhere. We're going to stop again.
Do it one more time the way you're supposed to do it, Noel.
One more time. Pull my handbrake on, very little acceleration, nice and sweetly. Clutch, hold the clutch steady, don't let her bite too much, and move off nice and slowly, and away we go. Okay. This time we're going to talk about changing gears. Creates problem with wheel spin as well. So the whole secret in learning, when you're learning to drive, is to do it slowly, but when you're doing it when there's ice and snow on the road, you must do it slower again. To compare it with the like of the ballroom dancing, as we say when we're driving, keep everything nice and smooth. I'm going to lift off and I'm going to do a couple of gear changes for you. I'm going to lift off nice and gently, taking a wee look around me. Don't make the wheels spin, slowly. Now we're going to do the wrong type of change first of all. We're going to spin the wheels. The car's all over the shop, right? We have lose control when we do that.
And what caused that, Noel? The acceleration?
Too much acceleration and too quickly. I'm not doing it smooth. So it's got to be smooth, like the ballroom dancing. And don't say you weren't told. Gear changing slow is to do it nice and relaxed and slowly, and use very slow acceleration. Don't over accelerate. If you over accelerate, you cause wheel spin again. This time we're going to do a gear change. We're going to lift off in first gear nice and gently. Now time to change into second. Hand on the gear lever, do it very slow, nice and relaxed. Clutch and pedal gently. Don't make the wheel spin. That's all you have to do for changing gears. We're changing now up into third gear. Slow, nice, soft, and accelerate slowly. no problem. You don't have wheel spin, you don't lose control. That's all you have to do. If you do it like that, you won't have any problem. Right, this time we're going to talk a little bit about gear selection. It's important in driving in snow to select the proper gear to suit the conditions of the road. The road's not too bad here, as you can see. It was well cleaned up and well salted this morning. We're going to turn right into a junction. We're going to select a lower gear. We're going to have to select maybe first gear. We're in second gear now. Now second gear will be alright if we can keep moving, but we're going to have to stop. We're going to need first gear again for lifting off. We're looking around this. And we're moving off in first gear. Now, owing to the fact the conditions are so bad in these housing estates, we might stay in first gear. We're going to turn left. Now, we have a difficult corner here because the camber on the road is lying away from us. So we're going to keep her in first gear. Avoid using brakes. First gear's okay in a junction like this. Racing slowly round the corner. Avoid using your brakes. We're round the corner. We're going into a second gear. We're coming to a corner again. We're going to leave second gear for this corner. Now it's important, as I say, that the proper gear, if we're in too high a gear and we have to brake, we're going to lose control on the corner. We don't turn nice and slowly round the corner, and we complete the corner in second gear. We can change up into third gear, a little bit of straight, no great problem or difficulty there. We're approaching a corner again. We're going to brake down and we're going to change down into second gear. Nice, smooth, relaxed changing. See how early I'm doing that? I'm looking away ahead and I'm approaching nice and slowly. Car coming out. I have no difficulty in stopping on the corner. We're coming to another corner, we're turning right and we're second gear again. We're going to leave her in second gear and we're going to turn the corner and no problem. We're going to pull in and stop. This time we're going to talk about cornering. The danger in cornering, losing control on a corner, if you approach the corner too fast, which I'm going to demonstrate to you this time. I'm in second gear, I'm going up into third gear. Now really I'm travelling too fast on this corner and I'm going to brake to give you the effect of what happens whenever you brake on a corner. We turn the wheels, nothing happens, the car goes straight on, and when you come off the brake, the car, you gain control again. So the whole secret is don't apply the brake on the corner. I'm coming into this corner, I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm really approaching this too fast to demonstrate to you what happens if you go too fast and you brake on the corner. We're going to brake again and we're going to turn the corner and the car goes straight on. Come off the brake and the car straightens up again. Okay, this time we're going to talk about driving downhill in snow and bad road conditions. Now the big problem with driving down the hill and this here is approaching it too fast and the wrong gear. I'm in second gear now and I'm up into third gear. I'm going to have big difficulty stopping. If I have to stop in third gear, I'm going to go down into second, select second gear, let the clutch out nice and gently, very light braking. If I brake hard, I'm going to lock up the wheels and I'm going to lose control again. Now as you can see, I can steer the car no problem with the snow, even on the road, because I'm not using any brake and I'm using very light acceleration. Down the hill I'm going to brake lightly again. If I feel the car locking, I come off the brake. If I feel the wheels locking up, I'll lose control, I come off the brake. Okay, and we stop.